Grenada, we got a lot to talk about this morning. We got a few things on the agenda to discuss. Your phone calls will be welcomed, of course.
Yeah, well, we know live on GBN TV, so welcome to our viewers on GBN TV. Also, I'm assuming that those of you via Facebook may have received that link right now. Don't forget to share it. Share the live link. And welcome once again. So, Gary, it's a go. Let's get set to kick it off with the word of the day for today. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
let's do that. The word of the day is zoomorphic. Zoomorphic. Okay, it's an adjective, and it's spelled ZOOMORPHIC. Zoomorphic. It means having the form of an animal. Using cookie cutters, the kids made zoomorphic treats to bring to the bake sale. Whoa, what a wonderful stoneware vase. The zoomorphic ram's head handles add real pizzazz to the visual impact. A little example or two of how you can use the word zoomorphic. And your word of the day once again.
Zoomorphic. Yeah. As we move on this morning, it's Good Morning Grenada, and let's get set for a thought of the day for today. And the thought of the day goes like this. Now, the secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Think about that, folks. Let me repeat that for you once again. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. You want to break that down a little bit, Gary, this morning? Break it down a little bit.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You don't want to be taking
you want to put it in your own words.
2 steps forward and 4 steps back.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's an old quote by Socrates, and it brings to the fore how we should be in a perpetual state of moving forward. Don't focus on the past. Just keep moving. Forget what's behind you and focus on what's ahead.
Yep.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
Always.
In other words.
Always. Let's get into our Did You Know segment. Also, we have for you a health tip for this morning. Got a riddle for this morning also. Stick around for that. Let's get into our Did You Know segment this morning. Now, Nostradamus wrote in the year 1551, and he wrote this. There will be a twin year, 2020, from which will arise a queen, Corona, who will come from the east, China, and who will spread a plague, virus, in the darkness of night, on a country with 7 hills, Italy per se, and will transform the twilight of men into dust. Are we talking about that per se there, right? To destroy and ruin the world. It will be the end of the world economy as we know it. Did you know that? Interesting there, Gary.
This Nostradamus, man. That man has some kind of predictions there.
Oh, man.
You read them predictions there, you want to shake in your boots.
I was wondering, hey, I think about the time he wrote that, right? I was in 1551.
1551.
Man. Wow.
Man. What a visionary.
Yeah.
What a prophet he was.
He foresaw that so many years ago. All right, and we're living it off today. Think about that. If you didn't know, now you do.
Now you know.
Hey, let's move on, Gary. It's time for a health tip this morning. All compliments of folks at Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. What's the health tip for today?
Health tip for today. Don't take your medicine with cold water. Don't eat heavy meals after 5 p.m. Don't lie down immediately after taking a heavy meal. Don't drink sugary beverages, juices, and sodas. Don't eliminate fats. Instead, focus on using healthy fats.
The likes, huh?
Coconut oil and sesame oil.
All right. I like that piece of notes there. I never put a lot of attention into before. You take your vitamins and so forth, and you decide, especially if you take vitamins via pills, and they're saying don't take it or any other medication per se with cold water. Never thought that was an issue before. I never thought that was an issue before.
Don't take it with cold water. Something about that don't seem to work. Maybe the chemical reaction from the medicine, just don't react right with the cold water. You know what I mean?
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting there, man. So we're moving on this morning. It's K105 Hot 98 GBN TV. It's Good Morning Grenada, GT and Gary on the inside. It's G Squared, as we call it. Don't forget, if you want to chime in anytime, the numbers you can chime in via 435-2041. That's 435-2041. And we're getting set for Riddle of the Morning. And this morning, the riddle comes to compliments Sleepy Dappers, the all-natural and organic. For your baby's total comfort and protection, folks. And don't forget, they're available in shops and supermarkets island-wide. All right, so, Gary, what's the riddle this morning? I think I want you to throw it out this morning. Let me see how the folks are going to be able to come up with the answer for this one. Let's see, what's up? Do this one.
All right, so don't forget, folks, all you need to do, because you can win yourself a pack of Sleepy Dappers once answered correctly. The first person with the correct answer, please get the kids involved as well. Send us voice notes and send us pictures of the kids so we can, parade them on the screen. That's how we love to do it right here on Good Morning Grenada. Your riddle this morning: I have a bed, but I never sleep. I have a mouth, but I never speak. What am I? Think about it.
I have a bed, but I never sleep. I have a mouth, but I never speak. What am I? I wonder if that's going to be a little bit difficult this morning, Gary. Or you think it's like
as
easy?
That's an easy one.
That's an easy one.
I promise you.
Yeah. We thought yesterday's riddle was hard, and then there were a lot of folks who chime in on it per se. But let's see.
That's an easy riddle this morning. Okay, so we're searching for the person with the first person with the correct answer. Send us your voice note. Also, for the kids, make sure you send along with their voice note a picture. All right? The kids love to be paraded on the TV. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm assuming they're probably, in conversation with their moms and dads this morning. Hey, let's come on. Let's see how we can break this down and come up with the correct answer and send it off. Don't forget the number 435-2041. That's 435-2041. That's a number you can send it via WhatsApp, and it will be nice to get it via voice notes. Let's hear the youngsters answer the question via voice notes. Taking a quick look at the WhatsApp already, Gary. I'm seeing lots of individuals already sending those voice notes in, and
tell you that easy thing, man. Easy thing.
All right. Hey, time check, folks. We're looking at just around 16 minutes moving out before the top of the hour this morning. Time check comes to compliments Grace Foods. It's time for the AM edition of news here on K105 Hot 98. There's a rebroadcast of last evening's news via GBN TV. When we come back after the news this morning, we have for you, of course, the answers for the riddle and more in conversation with myself and Gary. All part of Good Morning Grenada. The news is next.
The northern part of the big parish came alive on Sunday with the endorsement of two caretakers of the new National Party in the lead-up to the general elections, constitutionally due next year. Political leader of the party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, was present and for the first time publicly addressed the pension restoration judgment. Gerard Joseph has the details.
And I want to tell you this, therefore, don't listen to any propaganda. The solutions we have, you will be informed.
Supporters of the new National Party were urged not to listen to the propaganda being circulated in regard to the current administration's decision to appeal the pension restoration judgment, which came on March 31st.
The NNP is a party with experience. NNP is a party with solution solvers. The NNP is a party that care about the workers and the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Political leader of the NMP, Dr. Keith Mitchell, told party supporters on Sunday that they are taking the decision surrounding the pension payment seriously and will do what is best for the workers and people of Grenada.
We have decided, and I will be addressing the nation in about a week's time, either late this week or early next week. And we'll appoint a committee of capable Grenadians to examine the issue in all aspects and to make recommendation to the government.
Outlining what he called the way forward, the Prime Minister said they will ensure that the people and workers are made happy.
In other words, sisters and brothers, this week we'll meet with our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement. We will sit with them as our brothers and sisters, not as adversaries, not as enemies. We'll sit down with them as our brothers and sisters. And we are confident that we'll find a solution that will satisfy the workers and the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
The Prime Minister hosted a virtual meeting of the Social Partners Committee last week to discuss the recent High Court ruling on the pension issue and its implications for the country. Dr. Mitchell stated that while the fiscal implications of the ruling are a critical consideration, there are also legal and other implications that are equally important. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The issues of poverty, pension, and employment took center stage on the political platform of the National Democratic Congress Sunday night, as we hear in this Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen report.
If you could borrow $150 million to build a stadium, you could borrow $150 million to start paying the pension because the money coming right back into Grenada.
That was political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, as he addressed the recent High Court judgment on pension for public officers. Addressing party supporters at the launch of the St. Andrew Big Four on Sunday, he said the NDC will not support any move towards appealing the judgment.
Here's the excuse that will be made. The excuse that will be made is, it's a lot of money. Well, Grenadians deserve a lot of money. Grenadians deserve the money from the oil and gas that we still have not seen. Our pensioners deserve the $161 million that you bought back Grenadian shares for, and we still don't know where the money came from.
Mitchell promises that an NDC government will move Grenadians out of poverty, as he referenced a World Bank report which states that 35% of the population is poor.
That was before the pandemic hit. Now that the pandemic has hit, I don't need the World Bank to tell me that the figure has gone even higher.
Mitchell also addressed the issue of contract workers.
When you are placed on 3 months contract, 6 months contract, 12 months contract, it is unlawful. It is illegal. And if it is going to take another High Court judgment to say that the government of Grenada cannot treat its own citizens that way by breaking the law, then so be it.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has repeatedly reminded the Grenadian people that he holds the general election bell that he can ring at any time. The NDC leader gave his response to this statement.
So whether you ring the bell in your back pocket, in your front pocket, in your side pocket, or from under your house, when the time comes, the people of Grenada are going to demonstrate that the movement for change is here, it's real, and we will ensure that we move Grenada forward.
Mitchell's statements were made during the NDC launch of its 4 caretakers for St. Andrew on Sunday. They are Lennox Andrew, caretaker for St. Andrews Southwest, David Andrews for St. Andrews Southeast, Tessa Sensei, caretaker for St. Andrew Northeast, and Gloria Thomas, caretaker for St. Andrew Northwest. Sherry Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
The first major political rallies outdoors since the election fever kicked into high gear were held over the weekend to launch the caretakers for some of the constituencies in St. Andrew. Hints of a possible election call were given as political leader Dr. Keith Mitchell gave his full support to the caretakers. Gerard Joseph has more.
Buses from various communities journeyed from different points of the island as a motorcade led by Kate Lewis Peters, caretaker for St. Andrew Northeast, and Delma Thomas, caretaker for St. Andrew Northwest, preceded the first major event for the new National Party since the removal of the state of emergency. Prime Minister and political leader of the NMP, Dr. Keith Mitchell, together with other named caretakers, gave a strong showing of support to their colleagues who were recently re-elected unopposed as caretakers of their constituencies.
Throughout the lives of service, whether as a teacher, a community activist, a churchgoer, or a politician, these two ladies have never abandoned their class.
Dr. Mitchell, while addressing party supporters and championing the launch of 2 of 4 representatives from the big parish, also brushed off notions that elections will be called as early as next month.
No one knows when I'm calling the election. Only God. Because I tell them, even I don't believe I talk in my sleep.
He dismissed reports that it is the NMP administration's intent to call elections before they appeal the recently handed down pension judgment.
But I will call it. I'll call it. I go ring that bell. I hear a bell tonight. I heard a bell tonight. I go call it. Some of them traveling all kind of time. They better be careful because I might call it when they're in the air. I might call it then.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
One suspected drowning and an incident in which 3 people were left nursing injuries following a domestic dispute over the weekend were 2 of the incidents that needed police intervention. Christina John reports.
A 63-year-old man is the victim of what police are describing as a suspected drowning incident in the south of the island. Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean, attached to the Community Relations Department, provided a roundup of this past weekend's incidents.
On Saturday last, officers attached to the Coast Guard unit and CID South St. George Police Station, they responded to a suspected drowning that occurred just after 2 p.m. on Saturday at Trowbridge Beach, St. George. One person by the name of Elvis Scanis, a 63-year-old laborer of 20 St. George, died as a result, and his body was later examined and pronounced dead at the scene by the district medical officer, and a postmortem was also ordered.
The officer informed GBN that based on information received, efforts were made to save the man's life. However, that proved futile.
Information that we received indicates that a medical student and another individual were involved in the operation, in the rescue as well. They brought the body to shore and tried resuscitating him to no avail. So we are aware that 2 individuals, we received information, that 2 individuals assisted in that regard.
The other incident involves a 27-year-old mentally ill individual, his mother, and his stepfather. The domestic dispute resulted in all 3 individuals nursing injuries.
We received a report of a domestic dispute that led to 2 individuals receiving stab wounds as a result. The victims were taken to the General Hospital, St. George. They were treated and later released. The perpetrator, who is also the son of one of the victims in this matter, he was also taken to the General Hospital and later admitted as a patient at the Monge Mental Hospital, where he is still warded and presently he is receiving treatment.
This incident occurred at Richmond Hill, St. George on Saturday. Christina John, GBN News.
The The Ministry of Infrastructure Development is asking the motoring public to exercise extra caution when traversing the vicinity of the Maurice Bishop International Airport as work is about to commence on the airport bypass road this month. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
Major rehabilitation work is due to commence on the Maurice Bishop International Airport bypass road in Pointe-Saline this month. The planned work will start next week Tuesday and forms part of the overall airport upgrade and refurbishment project currently being carried out by the China Harbour Engineering Co. Limited with funding provided by the China Exim Bank to the tune of US $67 million concessional loans and the government of Grenada. Minister for Infrastructure Development is Nolan Cox.
We are working on a traffic management plan. Of course, for obvious reasons, there are a number of stakeholders that operate within the proximity of the airport. We do not want to disturb the airport operations too significantly, as well as other stakeholders within the area. Hence the reason why we have been working on this traffic management plan together with RGPF and the contractors and the consultants. So we are ready to move now. So they will be doing those work commencing from the 19th. I believe that they're intended to do it in lane, single lane, so that will allow vehicular traffic while they're work on those things.
Flashing barricade warning lights will be deployed as an additional precautionary measure, along with the use of signage to ensure the safety of road users, particularly at nighttime. Pedestrians and motorists are encouraged to exercise due care and attention when traveling the route, especially when construction work is in progress. The minister says the work will be in 2 phases.
The first part will have the main bypass roadway, and there's a second component when you go over on the other side, close to the small roundabout in front of the cargo area, the entrance to the cargo area. That will be done as a second part to the project. So what will happen is that when they work on that part, vehicles will not traverse in front of the airport as they are doing now, but will in turn use the bypass road. So those are the approaches that they are taking in that regard.
When completed, the road will be used as an alternative route for vehicles coming to the airport when construction begins. It will start from the section of the road overlooking the public car park, leading up to the top junction near the concrete strip roadway. The public is advised that this entire segment of the road will be closed to vehicular traffic for the duration of the construction period. It is anticipated that the work on both phases will be completed within 7 months. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
More than 20 lifeguards are working towards becoming internationally recognized and certified. Chrislina John has details on this.
Patrick de Almada, national trainer attached to the Life Saving Society of Canada, is on his first visit to Grenada to provide training to lifeguards in an effort to develop their skills to international levels. De Almada explained the areas of training that will be covered, which also include pool training and waterfront surf training programs.
The lifeguards have had previous training through Deb Eastwood's program, Grenada Lifeguard Program, and so we are here to, take the base skills and move them to our national lifeguard program with Life Saving Society Canada. A lot of our focus is on treatment. It's not just a rescue of the person from the water and bringing them to the beach. It's really focusing on keeping the person alive. Often relying on an ambulance to get here could take some time. So it's really focusing on getting them to know, with the basic skills of how to save a life, how to keep somebody alive.
His aim is to return next year to produce lifeguard trainers much like himself.
So the lifeguard, we have 4 levels that the lifeguards take. So we take bronze medallion and bronze cross and standard first aid. So that's the basic level of life saving, and that's what the other group is doing right now with the younger candidates. I'm doing the national lifeguard program, which would be the 4th step. So it's the highest level for the lifeguards themselves. And then from that group, start to identify some of the leaders within the group who can now take it to the next level. So
De Almada is accompanied by Lisa Adams.
And my job for the last couple of weeks in Grenada has been working with the Bronze Medallion and Bronze Cross candidates, as well as certifying them with swim instructor. So the big goal has been to make swim instructors so that we can get Grenada swimming, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be here. The kids have been wonderful that we've been working with, and everybody is so eager and excited, and I feel very welcomed here, and it's been a great experience.
Rickson George has been a lifeguard for the past 3 months, and he shared what he hopes to accomplish from this training.
The program is a very good program. Like person who can swim and know the ability to swim, you could come here and we will teach you how to swim, do a lot of stuff. Like me, I didn't know how to do lifeguard, and since I come here, I learn a lot, and I'm still learning a lot. Now start. I see in lesson a month, and I'm still there. All of my body is still giving me a little pain, but I'm managing it.
It is a 40-hour course for the lifeguard program, following which the lifeguards will be certified for 2 years, after which they are required to recertify every 2 years. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Palm Sunday, also called Passion Sunday in the Christian tradition, is the first day of Holy Week and the Sunday before Easter. It commemorates Jesus Christ's triumphal entry into Jerusalem and is associated in many churches with the blessing and procession of palms, which are leaves of the date palm or twigs from locally available trees. Palm Sunday was celebrated on last Sunday and saw the procession through the streets of St. George between Catholics, Anglicans, and Presbyterian church members together. Reverend Osbert James of the Presbyterian Church, Grenada, called on Grenadians to use the week to reflect on their Christian faith.
Those of us in the full traditional churches must ask ourselves why our church is faltering. Could it be that we are cultural Christians more than we are followers of Christ? Many of those in the multitudes were just mouthing a mantra, but their hearts and minds were not engaged. They were moved with the momentum of the mob, but they were not propelled by passion in the pursuit of their faith. During this Holy Week, let each of us take time to ask ourselves, why do I believe what I believe? Is my belief owned by me, or is it my parents or my cultures?
For Christians, Palm Sunday is a reminder of the welcoming of Jesus into our hearts and of our willingness to follow him. The service on Palm Sunday also includes a reading of the Passion, that is, the story of the suffering and crucifixion of Jesus of Nazareth, marking the Holy Week, the most sacred time of year for Christians. And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Beverly Telesford has been looking around the platforms.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. Less than a week after the slapping incident at the Oscars, a St. Vincent and the Grenadines Member of Parliament threatened to give one of his colleagues a Chris Rock special. Daniel Cummings told the Minister of Public Service, Frederick Stevenson, that he would have gotten a special, but they near each other.
Being asinine in his comments, because that's what he's doing. You do not make snide remarks about people's medical needs. I never mentioned any medical needs. If he were close to me, he would get a Chris Rock special. Because he is that foolish. He is that foolish.
Honorable members. Honorable members.
The Sunday before, actor Will Smith slapped comedian and Academy Award host Chris Rock over a joke about Smith's wife, Jada. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
The COVID-19 pandemic has reportedly uncovered some shortcomings when it comes to efforts and improved strategies to tackle sexually related crimes. Now, an improved measure is being put in place to make reporting these crimes more accessible to everyone. Chrislina John has the details in this report.
The scourge of GBV is real and it must end. It is everybody's business and this must be understood by all. These heinous crimes against women and children must no longer be tolerated. As communities, we must stand up and take a stance against violence.
That was Nicole Neva Pitt, head of the Gender-Based Violence Unit within the Ministry of Social Development and Housing. Speaking during Friday's launch of the Special Victims Unit 400 hotline number, Ms. Pitt believes with the strategic placement of these billboards as a stakeholder, they will educate and inform the nation while also encouraging action.
Women's Health and Life Experience Survey conducted in 2018 here at home indicated that the lifetime prevalence of physical and or sexual intimate partner violence in Grenada is 29%. This speaks to an alarming situation that 1 in every 4 Grenadian women has suffered physical abuse at some point in her life. And so we are looking at legislation and policy frameworks, strengthening institutions, prevention and social norms, delivery of high-quality essential service, data availability and capacities, and supporting the women movement.
COVID-19, she indicated, has uncovered some of the deficiencies and gaps in the system, which calls for more effort and improved strategies to tackle sexual crimes. Officer in charge of the Criminal Investigation Department, Superintendent Kenneth Gill, says just like a 911 call, anyone can...
Bit of Romaine Virgo in the morning time. Track entitled Lovesick. Hey, let me say good morning to my bro over in Hanadia. Good morning to you, Gary. Good morning. Good morning. We're back live. Welcome. We back live.
Morning.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone.
Yeah,
hey, it's a beautiful looking Tuesday morning.
Yeah, folks via TV caught me, of course, vibing with that Romaine Virgo there just a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, that was a nice Romaine. Where you pull on from, boy?
You know, I got them in the archives, man.
Showing off this morning, man.
Anyway, man, you know, just reading up some of the WhatsApp this morning, and this is what, you know, one of the WhatsAppers this morning, a viewer, a listener per se, is saying that, you know, the you know segment this morning really got her thoughts, stirred up her thoughts per se this morning, and she said, you know, you really like to read further on the source, and if you could find out some more, because he said it was a really interesting piece.
You're free to come outside it.
I know.
Careful,
I have read a couple of stuff from that individual a couple of years ago, and sometimes you wonder, where does he come on? Because sometimes the realistic way of, because he did that so long ago, and then you see it coming to fruition now. You understand? It worries your mind just a wee bit. You understand? So I know how she feels. You know, anyway, man. Hey, let's get set. Let's take a peek in terms of the answers for the riddle we threw this morning. And not much folks chime in via the I'm seeing a lot of written answers, and we've been keep asking for, of course, the voice notes. All right, folks still not giving us that chime in via the voice notes, which we really want to hear from you via voice note. But let's take a first one, guy. Let's see what this person says.
The answer is a river.
All right, so that was one individual there. Let's see who else we have via voice notes this morning.
Good morning. It's a river.
So that's what's the only two folks that send us voice notes. Everybody else said it's a river. All right.
Were the kids this morning?
No kids this morning. I'm not seeing, like, you know, I guess, well, you know, school is on vacation, which means we should be getting more kids participating, but I guess they are asleep.
You would think.
I'm assuming they're sleeping a little bit later than usual because, you know, school is on vacation, so parents are not waking them up as early as they used to.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit upset because the promotion for the Skull Candy headphone has ended.
Yeah. You know, I understand that also, but you never know. It may pop back in.
It's all good.
It may pop back in once again. You just may never know. All right? You just may never know. I'm seeing a later voice notes popping in there. You know, let's see. Let me see anyone from the kids. No, someone said they did send one from the kids, but I'm not seeing any for now. Let me see this one. What does this one say?
Good morning. The answer is a river.
That seemed to be a teenager per se. Sounds like. Yeah. But
Yeah,
so,
songs
well, congratulations all who pop in. I will certainly send you that information. I think I have to send you yesterday's, of course, results also, Gary. Yes.
Yeah. So the first person with the correct answer, you win. I have a bed, but I never sleep. I have a mouth, but I never speak. What am I?
All right. So.
And the correct answer is a river.
It's a river. All right.
Congratulations, guys. Yeah, man.
So, let's move on this morning. Let's move on. Don't forget, we also have the celebrations coming up. Celebrations Club, those of you celebrating, we'll be shutting you out. Hey, Gary, get ready for June the 4th, 2022. I think I
know what you're talking about. King of the Grill. Oh, yeah. Montrouge Plainfield.
I like to get you off guard with that one.
Get your sauce. Get your grill. Get your coals. And we getting ready. We're going to be doing this. If you can't take the heat, step away from the grill.
What about the folks who do the gaslit, grills, man? I'm not a fan. It's not one of the
whichever way you choose to go, it doesn't matter.
I like the smoked flavored ones, per se.
Yeah, man. Whichever way you choose to go, the end result, is what really matters.
So true.
How it is.
So true. Being the Caribbean people, I think the smoke flavored one is more what we go for. The coals and so forth.
I tend to agree.
I will agree with that. I tend to agree.
But that's not discouraging those who might be
doesn't mean if you have a gaslit, grill that you want to carry down, no problem. We're not going to tell you that you wouldn't be able to qualify to participate. All right. On my list this morning, Gary, I'm seeing also no cruise ships on my list for today. All right. I hope I'm looking at the month of April, and I want to see the cruise ship schedule for tomorrow, Wednesday, which is the 13th. So yesterday we did have, which was not on my list, we did have cruise ship popping in yesterday, and I didn't have any on my list.
We know how that works now.
So today being Tuesday, still not seen any on my list scheduled for today. So folks, those of you out there, if you see cruise ship in port, send me, of course, a message via the WhatsApp, and I will certainly mention it. No problem with that at all. All right?
Definitely.
As we move on.
I'm not sure if you got to peep the COVID-19.
I think we missed that out. Sometimes I have the tendency to forget that just a wee bit. I actually was listening to some international news this morning. There are already some states in the U.S., Gary, who are starting to put back the mandates, Yeah?
Yeah, I think, which is one, but
I can't recall it off my head right now, but
there's one particular state that is reintroducing the face mask.
Yeah, because of the surge of COVID, that new variant that is out. Yep. So
it seems like we are coming full circle once again, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just when you thought we cannot breathe, Philadelphia.
Yeah. So
Philadelphia reinstates indoor mask mandate. So we're not out of the woods just as yet.
So folks,
just keep that in mind.
We always have visitors from the US and other parts of the world popping in on us. So you never know. Know that folks don't have to be tested and so forth to come to the island as before. So let us not drop our guard and think, well, all is well. Yet. All right. Still continue to wear a mask. I will encourage you. I still do wear my mask when I go into places because I just want to be careful as much as possible. So let's take a quick look at the COVID-19 update. And this one is scheduled for. This one is actually for the date was April the 8th. All right. So that was a couple of days ago, but I still has some relevance for it. Still, we had 4 new confirmed cases for that date. And the total test done was a 196. It's a 2.0% in terms of the positivity rate. Presently, there's one person in the hospital who's moderately ill. And no deaths. And there have been some folks who have recovered from the last time we saw the updates. New recovery just about 4. So that's where we stand with the COVID-19 updates, the dashboard for see how some folks like to refer to it. All right. There's some small prints there which I ain't going to ponder on viewing this morning. And I'm probably trying to read this morning. There's some small prints in the bottom.
Eyesight would not allow you to. I would pinch your screen. Pinch your screen.
I wouldn't dare. Anyway, moving on, Gary. We due for a break. Let's take that break. And when we come back, we have for you the Celebrations Club. We got some more information for you. We should have an interview lined up also. I think I was having some issue with with, of course, the Zoom this morning. So I hope I get that rectified before we move on, all right? Let me take that short break. And when we come back, we are suddenly going to get into more here on Good Morning Grenada. Welcome.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Grenada, GT, and Gary. Gary's over there at Hot 98. Let's say good morning to the lovely lady also via Master Control. Good morning to you. Yeah. So be back on the inside, folks. Got the Celebrations Club coming up for you also. Got loads of other information to throw at you this morning. And as soon as we get set to head back to Hot 98, we should do that shortly. All right. Got some music in the mix for you also. Stick around for that. It's Good Morning Grenada. Let me say good morning to my listeners via Facebook this morning. Continue to share the live. Those of you via YouTube, also good morning. Hey, those of you listening to K105, yes, if you're in the St. Patrick area, I guess you're 105.9. Good morning to you all as well. Let me say good morning to my bro once again, man. Welcome back inside. It's Good Morning Grenada. And what direction are we going to go at, man? We got a celebration.
Where we at now? What time it is, man? It's 7:17. That is what the clock shows me here on my side.
Yeah. Well, my side it says 7:18. So I guess, you know. Right. My time right. 7:18. My time is correct.
All right.
7:18. My time is correct. My time
is wrong.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
No problem. I'll accept that. We're moving on here in the morning time. I thought we taking a look at music, man. And when we come back, we have some nice juicy stories to share with you. I know Tanti liked this song here from Grams Morgan, so I want to play this one for Tanti. It's called People Like You. We're going to give Master Control a little time to pull it up, and let's just touch it for Tanti and put a smile on Tanti's face. You know, Tanti does always say we don't big up. She always had a call and, you know,
good morning, Tanti. Really good morning, Tanti. Good morning, Tanti. Good morning, good morning.
Play a little song for you this morning, you understand?
I'm sure she got a little smile on her face this morning. She's
there you go.
All right.
You know, there is a place for people like you. A lovely song coming down from Grams Morgan. And we're going to check it out on GBN TV, played right here on Good Morning Grenada, Hot 98, and on K105.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. If you walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you're trying to be the change you wanna see, if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved, there's a place for people like you. I heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, yeah, there's a place up there for people like you. I know you're out there, so keep doing what you do, 'cause there's a place up there for people like you.
A bit of Grams Morgan in the morning time here on Good Morning Grenada. Powerful song as usual. And I'm sure Tanti certainly did enjoy that. And I'm assuming she was singing along word for word, man. For seeing.
Word for word. Can you believe Grams Morgan lost out to some little known group, Soja, for best reggae album, man? He lost out. to some little known group.
There's been a lot of talk, especially in Jamaica, pertaining to that. Pertaining to talking about race per se into it, putting race into it, which sometimes I don't like to get into.
I try to take away race from it, and I went and I listened to the album. I said, you know what? If the group bad, if the album tough, they deserve to win. You know what I mean? So I went and I looked, I viewed, I preview a few of the tracks on the album. Neither one of those songs grabbed my attention long enough to listen through to any one of them to the finish.
I would agree with you. So that I try to stay away from conversations of that nature. But I did listen to a few of the tracks myself, and I was like,
songs real elementary, songs like elementary reggae music, like ABC music, reggae music. Come on, man.
I mean, because they were saying I was listening to someone out of Jamaica who does an online blog, and he was saying, yes, they understand. Reggae per se stemmed off American R&B and stuff like that. You don't understand, but he just can't understand how the songs that they did to reach the standard where they could have gotten best reggae album.
Tana, Sean Paul. Those were some of the artists they beat out. I
don't know.
One has to jump to the obvious conclusion of race, because what other? I don't understand.
Who was the individuals? Of course, selecting and coming up with the final winnings.
They obviously don't know what reggae music is.
Well, let's not beat up on that. We might get into
man.
Let's not beat up on that. Anyway, let's get inside of the Celebrations Club this morning. When we come back, Gary, chat a whole lot more. Hey, let's say good morning to those of you celebrating. Good morning if it's your birthday. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Who's topping off my list this morning? Let me say good morning to Renee Archibald. How you doing this morning of H.A. Blaze Street? You're celebrating your birthday today. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out to you from your mom, Pauline. She's wishing you a happy birthday. Your dad, Bob. The entire family shutting you on this morning, wishing you a great day today on your birthday. Who else is celebrating this morning? Let me say good morning to that's Giselle Mitchell of Hope in St. Andrew. Good morning. The entire Crony family is taking the time out to wish you a happy birthday. Certainly hope you're enjoying your day thus far. Who else is on the list this morning and celebrating their birthday? Let's see who is topping off my list this morning. Not too lengthy, the main list this morning. But topping it off this morning, we have Jahim Bakmaya of Baltazar in St. Andrew. Jahim, good morning. He's 16 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday from his parents, especially Auntie Jessie. Shouting him up this morning. Aaron Jones, who's in the USA. Good morning. 17 years old today. His mom, Portia, shouting him out this morning. His dad, Cyril, grandparents, wishing him a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Celindy Alexander of Ramses Hill, Birch Grove. Good morning to her this morning from her mom, Tasha, brothers, sisters, the entire family chipping in, wishing her a happy birthday. Raquel Cummins of Montefendu and St. Patrick. Good morning. Happy birthday from his mom, Gwen. Let's say good morning to Melissa Potter Phillip of Bel Air in St. Andrew. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out to her this morning from her husband Angus, her two daughters, wishing her a happy birthday also. Let's say good morning and seemed like a single son in the mix this morning. That's Angus Jr. wishing her a happy birthday, shouting out his mom. Albert Swan of Montfendu, good morning. Alicia Hannibal of Lower Capital, good morning, happy birthday. Mary Aria Francis of Happy Hill, good morning. All the best on your birthday today. Decima Peters Chaitin of Moya, good morning. LaSalle Alexander, who's in Canada, good morning from her mom, Cecilia, and other members of the family. Darren Edwards of Queen Street, Victoria, good morning. Greetings going on to him this morning from Jill and other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Nathan Roderick of Clogier in St. John, celebrating. Actually, Nathan is 13 years old today from his mom, that's a Kosher, brothers and other members of the family. Shouted out this morning, just a brother, not brothers, but a brother. Wishing him a happy birthday also. Pauline Charles of Pearls in St. Andrew, good morning to her this morning from her children. The family members, Mr. Pearl's men is chiming in and say good morning. Jacqueline Bishop of Kubar, good morning to you, Jacqueline. How you doing this morning? Her father, that's Leon Andel, wishing her a happy birthday and all the other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Wendell Charles of Grandans Valley. Special shout out from a dear friend. That's Raquel. His daughters are wishing him a happy birthday also. All the best on your B-Day today. Let's say good morning to Detective Inspector Reginald Sylvester of River Sally. No actually resides in the Grand Dance here. Good morning to you, sir. All the best on your birthday today from members of the family. Junior Francis of Boca, good morning. His wife Rosalind. Children shut them out this morning. His granddaughter also wishing him a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Nakisha Oliver Alexis of Sotes. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness good out to her from her mom Morel. All the best on your birthday today. Let's say good morning and happy birthday going out to Keda Panchu of Tivoli. Good morning to you, Keda. All the best on your B-Day today. Stella Alexander of St. John in St. Andrew. Good morning. Actually resides in the UK. So good morning to her. All the best on your, probably getting close to the midday for you. Hey, good day to you. All the best on your birthday. Let's say good morning to Jordana Peer of Darbo. Good morning and happy birthday to her from her mom Donna, her dad and stepdad wishing her happy birthday. Got twins on the list this morning, Cleo and Kriston Joseph of Bylands in St. Andrew. Both celebrating today. Actually, both are 4 years old today. Good morning from their mom, that's Krista, their dad, and all the other members of the family. Let's say good morning to twins again on my list. This time it's Akira and Ashira Gilbert. That's Akira and Ashira. Twins Gilbert of Wester Hall in St. David's. They are both students of the Anakin High. Wishing them all the best on their birthday today from their grandparents, their mom, their dad. Wishing them a happy birthday also. Let's say good morning to Shanika Hutton of Fontenoy. Good morning and happy birthday from her mom, Hazeland. Let's say good morning to Elaine Alexander of Wester Hall in St. David's. Good morning and happy birthday. Licia Cador of Concord and St. John. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings good out to her from her children and grandchildren. Let's say good morning to Renrick Elias of Guava State. Good morning. Greetings good out from, of course, him, yes, from his children and grandchildren, his great-grandchildren also wishing him a happy birthday. And the rest of my list is all couples celebrating their anniversary. Guess we're in the month of April. Folks will say it's a month of weddings, right? Anyway, happy 13th wedding anniversary going out to Jefferson and Carol Bird of Borneo and St. Mark. 13 years of marital bliss. Happy 24th wedding anniversary going out to Jillian and Robbie Henry. Good morning and happy anniversary. Another couple on the list is celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. That's Anselm and Anella John of Lower Capital, Birch Grove and St. Andrew. Good morning, happy anniversary. Another couple on the list. Let's say good morning to Elisha and Fletcher James. That's Wayne and Elisha Fletcher James of Willis and St. George. Good morning and happy anniversary. And the final couple on my list this morning is Junior and Wendy Williams of Upper St. John and St. Andrew. It's their 13th wedding anniversary. Let me say good morning and happy anniversary to all of the couples on the list this morning celebrating the anniversary and the birthday celebrants. Let me take your time to wish you a happy birthday. Certainly hope you enjoying your day thus far. Final one on the list just popping. Let me say good morning to Rupert Nichols. He's the acting commissioner of prisons. Good morning and happy birthday to you, sir, from his executive staff. That's it for the list this morning, Gary. I want to wish all the folks who are celebrating today once again and the couple celebrating the anniversary a happy anniversary. So we're back. We have just wrapped up the birthday list and we're back. And let's get on to business, man. Lots to talk about this morning, Gary. Lots to talk about in terms of what's been buzzing around for the last couple of days. You know, we're just in the second work day for this week. For most folks, maybe in your second work day. Yeah, the entire weekend off. So you started yesterday, and we're back on the JOB today. So let's know, man, what's in the buzz? You like to get those buzz all stirred up. So let me see what you're going to stir up this morning. Well, I'm missing a little bit of audio from you, Gary. I'm not sure what's the problem this morning. You always seem to have touched a little button there for some reason or the other. Depress that button this morning. Let's get things rolling off. Depress that button. You have depressed a button. Let's go.
Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, over the weekend during one of their motorcades, spoke on the pension issue. All right, of course, that's a hot topic these days, especially with relation to the teachers. All right, now there has been a lot of speculation, a lot of hearsay. Them say that the NMP government is going to do this, they're planning to do that, but he has made it absolutely clear that, of course, everything that you've heard is 110% false. Let's take a look at a clip and listen in at the same time. Let's hear what the doc had to say about that issue, shall we?
Propaganda. The solutions we have, you will be informed.
Supporters of the new National Party were urged not to listen to the propaganda being circulated in regard to the current administration's decision to appeal the pension restoration judgment, which came on March 31st.
The NMP is a party with experience. NMP is a party with solution solvers. The NMP is a party that care about the workers and the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
Political leader of the NMP, Dr. Kit Mitchell, told party supporters on Sunday that they are taking the decision surrounding the pension payment seriously and will do what is best for the workers and people of Grenada.
We have decided, and I will be addressing the nation in about a week's time, either late this week or early next week. And we'll appoint a committee of capable Grenadians to examine the issue in all aspects and to make recommendation to the government.
Outlining what he called the way forward, the Prime Minister said they will ensure that the people and workers are made happy.
In other words, sisters and brothers, this week we'll meet with our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement. We will sit with them as our brothers and sisters, not as adversaries, not as enemies. We'll sit down with them as our brothers and sisters. And we are confident that we'll find a solution that will satisfy the workers and the people of Grenada, Carriacou.
All right, Gary. Well, that was the Honorable Prime Minister speaking there, pertaining to the pension issue. What's your take from that?
I think people can put to rest now the idea that the party is trying to contest or somehow challenge the court on the decision made. So we'll see how that goes. I'm happy to hear that, of course, he's selected a special body, a special board.
Will be. In fact, he actually said that he will be
advising the government.
Yeah, who will be selecting that board. I don't think they actually selected us yet, but he will be putting that committee in place. Yep. So we will hear more about that. I mean, I think it's something that lots of folks who may have worked all their life and, you don't want to work for 20, 30 years and go home with absolutely nothing. You understand? Or little or nothing per se. So if they could have a solution come up that would resolve this issue, I'll be very happy. You understand? For
a solution has come up.
Well,
pay them. How are they going to pay them?
That's a solution I'm thinking they will come up with. How are they going to go about? You understand? Yeah. So it's another way to see approach.
Yeah, a lot of money to be dispersed.
Something's going to be figured out.
Good news for you guys, and we wish you all the best.
Something is definitely going to be figured out. So we await the outcome of that sooner or later. Well, there's going to be an address coming up sometime later this week or early next week, as the PM actually also alluded to. So we await that to see what he has to say. I don't think no bell is going to ring on that anyway. So you'll just tell us what's going on.
On the topic of the PM, the next hot topic, the next question is, who knows the date? When is that bell going to be rung? You know what I mean? The doc touched on that as well. And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting what he had to say with regard to the date. He mentioned that it could be any time. And he actually made...
He don't talk in his sleep.
At some other people when stating they like to fly out.
Well, the doc did mention also that he don't speak in his sleep. So... You're not even hearing.
They like to fly out. And next thing you fly out and the date call.
You got to fly back in, yeah?
Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to that clip. And when we come back, we talk some more.
Oh, man. It's Good Morning Grenada.
No one knows when I'm calling the election. Only God. Because I tell them, even I don't believe I talk in my sleep.
Well, the PM is he don't speak in his sleep, so is when he's ready to make that decision. That's when we want to hear about it. You understand?
When you talk about a seasoned politician,
yeah. You know the
seasoned politician.
The honorable prime minister is that good. You know, I will give him credit for that. He's that good of a politician.
He's a strategist.
Yeah,
that's what he is, a strategist.
Yeah.
And he's taking his time, trying to play his card right. And when that opportune moment comes, then he's gonna go in for the kill. But that raises the next question about, calling election when one so pleases. That's a topic for another time. But what can I say?
I always say, Gary, we had an opportunity once to fix that problem. You understand? When there was that was it the referendum per se?
Referendum?
Yeah, and where we could have that fixed date for elections, and I don't think it actually came out proper. But maybe we have that again if there's opportunity to have that again, and where that problem could have been resolved. You understand?
Well, it is. It is. The way we make we bet, so we shall lie.
Yep.
We got a commercial break?
Yeah. Well, we got a break. Yeah, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we should chat some more. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98. We're coming right back after the break. Don't touch your dial, folks. Don't you dare touch your valve. We come back and should chat some more.
Physical violence, threats, controlling behavior, and being disrespectful are no-nos in any relationship. Parenting together after a breakup can be difficult, but always speak and behave in ways you would want your children to speak and act. You cannot control what your ex-partner does, but you can control how you choose to respond to your ex and what behaviors you display to your children. Parents, display behaviors you will want your children to learn. A respectful child begins with you. Step up your parenting game. My family matters.
During these times, we are facing the same obstacles, changes, and no rules to get through it. We had to find the power from within, pushing limits and conquering every training session to ignite our minds and give our muscles the fuel they need. Powerade Advanced Iron 4 formula with its flavors, Mountain Blast, Fruit Punch, and Jagged Ice gives you fast hydration after sweating because of its 4 electrolytes to go the extra mile. Powerade, feel the power.
Getting to the head back to via GBN TV. We back with, of course, my bro via Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada. Our final 18 minutes or so left on the show this morning. We still got loads to talk about within this segment, folks. So we're going to chit chat about that until we get to the top of the hour. Not sure we're going to have time for tune this morning. So much to chit chat about. It's unbelievable. Hey, Gary, welcome back on the inside. Good Morning Grenada.
Back on the inside.
Yes.
Hey, folks, if you want to chime in on the 2 clips we played with the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell, feel free.
Yeah.
Let's get your thoughts, let's get your opinion on the matter, as the election seemingly is drawing closer.
Yeah.
A date is far from announced. We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of days when the PM does his address to the nation. It's highly unlikely. I doubt it, but hey, you just never know.
Well, it's constitutionally due in 2023, so let's see what's going to happen. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I thought that maybe to give balance to what you have just played about the Prime Minister and everything, you should also look at what Deacon Mitchell said on the weekend and play the two.
It's not out of a lack of trying, to be honest, I would have loved to pull a clip, but I tried.
Kind of, So I know that yesterday you all say you're all neutral and everything, so it's good to get the balance, you know?
I honestly tried to get some clips from the NDC rally and thing, but clips are not that easily found apparently, or I'm just looking all the wrong places.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Take it easy. Understand the caller's point of view there, Gary. You know, sometimes you play what it seems that we going one-sided.
I go up on the NDC Facebook page, I don't see nothing, no update. So all them don't blame me.
There are some clips out, you know, but it's from individual sources. Individual sources, not enough official part of it. So,
but
you know.
I did go up on the NDC Facebook page, unless there is another Facebook page that I'm not aware of. And when I went up on that particular Facebook page, there was nothing of relevance, and there seemed to be very little update on that page. So, just saying.
Well, you know,
I did my due diligence.
Well, we'll see for the next time we have a topic of that nature. We will try to, of course, hit both sides of things. You understand? But as you said, that was the issue there. That's why we could not have swung the both sides. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand where the caller is coming from, and of course, you listening and viewing, of course, you do not have that information that I've just shared. So, you know, of course, your opinion and your input is quite welcome, or criticism.
You know,
very much welcome.
I'm seeing someone posting on the WhatsApp saying the PM is the best. He knows how to make people happy. All right, and I guess that's that individual's opinion there. So, you know, it is. And
about yourself.
Yeah.
Big up on yourself.
I don't know. I'm
standing right in the middle of the road.
Well, you know, someone is saying via the news there were both information for the NDC and NMP side that was on GBN News, but maybe we didn't get that clip in. I understand. So,
well, I'm telling you what. There is no shortage of clips for NDC over social media.
Yeah.
NMP, I should say.
I know.
Over social media. Anyhow.
Some folks will say they get the info out everywhere. Anyway, man, that's another hot topic to deal with on another level, of course. And we move on.
Trust me.
Yeah. So, Gary, you know something I want to chit-chat about, and I see you alluded me to it a while ago. That sexual abuse hotline has been unveiled, man. And I think it's a plus for Grenada with that, you know. And I hope Master Control could give us a little feedback, play back a little clip on that we could chit-chat about it before we wrap up this morning. Okay, you know, there are a lot of folks who are going through abuse, especially sexual abuse.
And I think we were talking about that not too long ago, where we were asking, where is the number? What number do you call? You know, and you know, someone said, oh well, there's a police number you could call and everything. So good to know that there is a number that is made, you know, quite visible for everyone to see. All right, if that clip is ready, let's run it. It gives the details as to, of course, the prevalence of this issue here in Grenada and steps being taken to mitigate.
All right. While we wait on the clip to come,
it is everybody's business, and this must be understood by all. These heinous crimes against women and children must no longer be tolerated. As communities, we must stand up and take a stance against violence.
That was Nicole Neva Pitt, head of the Gender-Based Violence Unit within the Ministry of Social Development and Housing. Speaking during Friday's launch of the Special Victims Unit 400 hotline number, Ms. Pitt believes with the strategic placement of these billboards as a stakeholder, they will educate and inform the nation while also encouraging action.
Women's Health and Life Experience Survey conducted in 2018 here at home indicated that the lifetime prevalence of physical and or sexual intimate partner violence in Grenada is 29%. This speaks to an alarming situation that 1 in every 4 Grenadian women has suffered physical abuse at some point in her life. And so we are looking at legislation and policy frameworks, strengthening institutions, prevention and social norms, delivery of high-quality essential service, data availability and capacities, and supporting the women movement.
All right, Gary. So, folks, the number you can call is call 400. All right, call 400. So that's the sexual abuse hotline that has been unveiled now. So if you know someone or you yourself has been sexually abused and want some assistance, yeah, that's the number you call. Call 400. Yeah.
I tell you that comment by that caller has stirred up an ant's nest, boy.
I think I had a caller online. Let me see if that caller said, I lost that caller there for a wee bit. You entertain in social media.
Nothing I could say could excuse me. You understand? At this stage, ain't nothing I could say could redeem me right now. You know what I mean? I'm receiving messages from even on my personal phone.
Well, I have turned my data off, so I ain't gonna get any messages until I get out of here. I usually do that.
I'm looking at the GBN Facebook live right now, and trust me, some people are having quite a lot to say about this issue, and trust me, I'm telling all you, I ain't no set.
Gary, I've been warning you about this, but you ain't taking my hints, You're taking my hint. It's all good.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Listen, I think now is a good time to play a little Jamo and get some church up in here.
Yeah, and then we certainly will come back and just about 10 more minutes left of the show. Let's take some Jamo. Let's take some Jamo, and then we.
That I might give life, says the Lord, and give it in abundance. But the thief of your soul comes only to steal, kill, and destroy you of your joy, your destiny, and the hope of eternal life.
Lord, you lift me up from the rubble, and you place me on solid ground. Though I'm weak, but you make me feel so strong. Hey, even though I may not be worthy of your mercies and saving grace, you're still standing by with an outstretched hand. You call me because only you know my heart. You know my heart. You call me. Now it's time for a brand new start. Hold me, Jesus, hold me. Hold me. Mold me, Jesus, mold me, mold me, mold me. Hold me, Jesus, hold me, hold me, hold me. Have your way and use me, because I'm born again, again, again. Oh yes, I'm born again, again. Oh Lord, I got sick and tired of running, being afraid of what I don't know. In my sinful state, I was dying slow. Hey, all the bright lights and all the glamour, all the places I used to go, I got no desire to go no more. You call me because only you know my heart. You know my heart. You call me. Now it's time to make that new start. No stopping now. Hold me, Jesus, hold me. Hold me, hold me. Hold me, Jesus, hold me. Hold me, hold me. Hold me, Jesus, hold me. Hold me, hold me. Have your way and use me, because I'm born again, again, again. Another child is born again. Wash out my soul in the water, cleanse out my soul in the water, and make me whole in the water. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Say, Gary, sweet song there from the
I think we needed that to just lighten the air a little bit, boy.
I see somebody saying you like Gary, I have all the clips here, you just don't want to play them, man.
Hey, people want to paint me with a certain color brush now, innit?
Well,
people want to paint me with a certain color brush. Oh, me, all you would never know which side of the aisle I am on.
Poor Gary. Well, anyway. Anyway, man.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's what we call clean fun in the morning time. It's clean fun.
That's what it's all about.
It's clean fun. It's clean fun.
Yeah. Sometimes we get. I'm looking on the Facebook Live, and I'm seeing a bunch of back and forth going on there between commenters. You know, just going back and forth. You know, exchanging words. Politics can really bring out a certain side of us.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. But hey guys, all the share up the live. I know it's just about time for us to pack up and leave.
Yeah, we got like 6 minutes.
The live,
6 minutes left before we call it quits for today. Today's show. And you better, you mean, they will come out to your house today, you know, Gary. I'm foreseeing that. You understand? You might get a personal curfew there. You know?
Speaking of which, you know, I can't seem to.
What is that?
I can't really seem to. Honest. Every time I see cat, I can't get over. Cat.
Gary. Gary.
How it is it? How you made that switch? I can't seem to. Every time I see him, I have to realign my mind.
I know.
It's like I can't get used to that image as yet.
You ever heard something called a 360 turn?
I can't get used to that image as yet. You know what I mean? My brethren say, "Big up yourself, brother."
Yeah. You ever heard about that 360 turn? That's what they call an example of a 360 turn.
Yeah.
You just you know.
Yeah,
just move.
Hometown brethren, big up yourself.
Oh man. Anyway, I'm seeing this is going to be an interesting one, Gary. When the bell is rung and you know, we get into the whole meat and the matter of this thing. We're going to see that. We have a caller. Let's see what they call. I'll chime in and say, good morning, caller. How you doing?
GT, good morning.
How you doing, Tanti?
Morning, Gary. I hear all the famous song this morning. I'm so happy I sing along with the song because I love it. There's a place up there for people like me and you.
For real.
I love the song too much. You must always play it. I love that song very much.
Take it easy, Tanti.
in the touch all the time.
All right.
And we like a drummer this morning. I'm voting for two of you all. One go. Drummer for both of all you.
All right. Thank you so much. But we have a tune for truth, like whether, you know, I'm not sure we're going to touch one this morning. But anyway, thank you so much, Tati. Thank you so much. Yeah, we get almost time to wrap, but
almost time to wrap it up.
Yeah. 5 minutes ago, which is a lot of time.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to Master Control again and touch the official Angelo feature in the Royal Grenada Police Force. Love that song, and I don't think people have really sat down and really taken that song as they should. You know what I mean? I think it's time that you guys really give this song the credit it deserves.
Well, most likely that song may lead us out of the show this morning. So
let it do that.
You know, so let me thank all of those who participated this morning, those who took the time out to view, those who participated in the riddle, those of you who called in, those who chimed in via, of course, the Facebook page, and you've been commenting. I see lots of you folks out there, and hey, it's all good. It's all good. We do this again tomorrow morning. Looks like we have another interesting topic that you can certainly participate and be part of. Hey, Gary, take it easy over there on Hot 98. I'll continue here on K105 up until 9 a.m. this morning. Then we have To The Point coming up for you. So until we do tomorrow. So we're going to lead out with that song there from...
Until that time, we're going to catch up again tomorrow, folks.
Hey,
I will try to find some new clips.
Yeah. Hey, goody clips. I sent you 2 clips yesterday, and I see somebody is actually saying this morning, they sent it via the WhatsApp and say, that one you should have played yesterday. Remember I sent you 2 clips yesterday?
Play the clip all they want me to play, and then when I play that clip, all they vex you.
Get you in trouble. Yeah, I wondered that they probably just want to get you in trouble.
Yeah,
anyway, folks, thanks once again for chiming in with us this morning. We appreciate it a whole lot. This is where we say goodbye for Good Morning Grenada. Hey, Master Control, of course, lead us out with that particular track, that particular video this morning there, man. Until Gary, later, my brother.
One love.
All right.
Catch you.
The Royal Grenada Police Force lost its first officer to COVID-19.
Christmas season ends on a sad note for members of the Royal Grenada involving a man with a firearm.
One can never find the right words to say in circumstances like these. But I assure you that the RGPF is shaken and deeply saddened.
we stand in faith, working onwards to the better days.
So we stand through the rain.